Summary of Rewire Your Anxious Brain. Stop overthinking, find calm, and be present. Introduction and Rewire Your Anxious Brain. Catherine M. Pittman and Elizabeth M. Karle dive into the neuroscience behind anxiety, offering a unique perspective on how our brains process fear and worry. This book explains how two key brain regions, the amygdala and the cortex, contribute to anxiety and provides actionable steps to address both emotional and cognitive forms of anxiety. It's a practical guide to understanding and managing anxiety for a more balanced and calm life. Understanding anxiety. The authors describe anxiety as a natural response designed to protect us. However, when these responses become overactive, they interfere with daily life. The book identifies two main pathways in the brain responsible for anxiety. The amygdala pathway. This is the brain's emotional center, responsible for immediate, instinctive fear responses. It triggers anxiety when we encounter situations associated with past threats, even if those threats no longer exist. The cortex pathway. This is the thinking brain, which processes information and evaluates risks. Overthinking, rumination, and worrying are tied to this pathway. The authors explain that while the amygdala reacts faster, the cortex often fuels anxiety by analyzing and amplifying perceived threats. Symptoms of anxiety. The book highlights common symptoms of anxiety such as physical symptoms, sweating, rapid heartbeat, or muscle tension. Emotional symptoms, persistent worry, fear, or dread. Behavioral symptoms, avoidance of situations or tasks that trigger anxiety. By recognizing these symptoms, you can begin to identify whether your anxiety is rooted in the amygdala or cortex. Key strategies to rewire your brain. Amygdala-based anxiety management exposure therapy. Gradual exposure to feared situations helps desensitize the amygdala and reduce its overreaction. Relaxation techniques, practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and meditation calm the amygdala and reduce the fight or flight response. Cortex-based anxiety management, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Challenge irrational thoughts and replace them with realistic positive beliefs. Mindfulness practices, stay present by observing your thoughts without judgment, reducing overthinking and worry. Problem-solving skills, break down overwhelming challenges into smaller manageable steps to reduce cognitive stress. Strengthening emotional resilience. Develop healthy coping mechanisms such as journaling, gratitude practices, and regular physical activity. Practice self-compassion and avoid self-criticism, as this helps mitigate the stress caused by perfectionism and high expectations. The science of change. The authors emphasize the brain's neuroplasticity, meaning it can rewire itself through consistent practice. By adopting new habits and thought patterns, you can weaken anxiety-inducing neural pathways and strengthen those that promote calm and clarity. Life lessons from the book. Anxiety is a natural response, but it doesn't have to control your life. Understanding whether your anxiety is emotional, amygdala, or cognitive, cortex, is key to managing it effectively. Small intentional changes in your habits and mindset can create lasting peace. Mindfulness and self-awareness are powerful tools for reducing stress and staying present. Conclusion. Rewire Your Anxious Brain combines neuroscience and practical strategies to offer a comprehensive guide to managing anxiety. By understanding the mechanisms behind your fear and worry, you can take proactive steps to calm your mind, overcome overthinking, and live a more present and peaceful life. This book is an essential resource for anyone seeking to reclaim control over their mental well-being.